Okay, I've got a 2019 Chevy Traverse. I'm gonna change the front brake pads. Well, we're gonna jack it up. I've already secured the rear tires, blocked them, got the parking brake on, and jack this up and get this wheel off. Okay, wheel is off. Now we're gonna take this bolt out here, and we're gonna take this bolt out here. Same size, they're both 17 millimeter. All right, got those two out. They're pretty tiny. Okay, so we're just gonna take this part off here. All right, you can use a tiny little pry bar if you want, just to get in there and work that out. And then have yourself a hanger ready. You can hang that wherever you want. Hang this guy somewhere. You're gonna put it on here. All right, I've got that hanging. All right. And now, you see on here, you're gonna change these pads, right? You've got these springs here. Now, if these are working properly, those should actually pop out right now. What these springs are actually doing is they're actually expanding the pad so that they're not constantly touching, okay, on here, on your rotor. But I guess these are old and probably the slides here need lubrication. But anyways, the new box with the brake pads comes with new springs and these guys, these metal things here, and then we're going to lube everything up. So let's get these out. So to get these springs out now, simple enough. There's two little holes here. They actually pop out, believe it or not. There we go, and there we go. See, there's the ends. Okay, they've opened up a little bit. So your new pads will have little holes in them. If they don't, well then you got the wrong pads. Okay, and then we've got this one down here as well. Let's do that one. All right, so I've got those two springs out. Now we're just gonna work these pads out. Just gently work them out. All right, let's do the front. I think if you push that in and you pop this out, then it should, see, here we go, there it is, it's coming out. I mean, they're not, they're not bad, but I like to do them before they need changing. That way you're not screwing up your rotors, right? Okay, and the same for the back side. Okay, so you can see that your front and your rear are actually a little bit different. There's the front side here, the outer, I should say, and there's the inside one. Got those out. Now we're going to take these off. These should come right off. Easy enough. The new kit should come with them. I don't mind it. All right. So we're going to change these out and put the new ones, and we're going to grease everything up properly, and we'll be good to go. Okay, so these should just literally pull right out. Do not break your little rubber boot here. Okay, give that a little twist. I might need two hands to do this, but this just goes right over there. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Work it a little bit, and there you go. All right. Take that off, clean it, grease it, put it back in. All right, I just used some of this. I've cleaned this, put a little on your finger, and get it all over this guy, because this slides. This guy has to slide. Okay, I've got that greased up. Let's put that back in. And you'll see, boom, there we go. Just pop right over the boot there, or the boot popped over it. All right, now let's do the other one. Take that one out, same thing, grease it up, clean it, grease it, put it back in. Now I just want to show you that these are slightly different. First of all, this side is different than this one. This one has like a little divot in it right there. Okay, and also you've got this guy on the end. I'm not sure what purpose that serves. And I don't really care. All I know is I'm gonna put this where it came from. That was at the bottom, and that was there. So make sure when you're doing your sides that you take note. All right, now before I put my new ones on like this down here, you can see that that's quite dirty. So I'm actually gonna wire brush this. I've just got a wire brush and a drill, so I'm gonna clean that up nice. And make it all nice and tidy, clean, get rid of all the crap, and then we're ready to go. Okay, I'll show you the ones I got here for this. These are Bosch and they're new to me, but you know what? They come with all the stuff. Brand new ones, and the brand new springs, and of course the pads themselves, and a little bit of grease. There you go. I've already got mine, but yeah. So it's a nice little kit. Anyways, I clean these up. Now, you know, you really have to clean this, because don't forget this, everything slides, right? So everything's always sliding here, right? I mean, you know, everything's moving, so you want to make sure that everything works smoothly. All right, so I've got this one on there. I actually greased the whole thing, the bottom side as well. I've greased everything. Now these just go on, and then you push down here, and you push down here. Okay, that all fits right in there. Make sure that clips on there properly. All right, and same for the top. All right, I've got the top on there and the bottoms. So I just wanted to show that you can see how these clip on back there. You have to make sure that that goes around that side, and the same on that side. See how it's wrapped around? So make sure that you've got those on properly, right? And then we move on. All right. Now, I've put that grease on the back side here as well, but don't forget to do here as well, because right here, and here, because this is in here, and this is the part that's going to be actually, this is the part that's actually going to be sliding, right? In here, you see, okay, I'll put that in there. That's actually going to be sliding. This is going to be sliding back and forth, so you want to make sure that that's greased. So I find the best way is just do one side, push it all the way in towards the rotor, okay? And then we can work on getting this side in, work that in. There we go, okay. I've just turned it a little bit, and boom. Okay, see, now it's in. Okay, and then now let's do the inside one. All right, so we've got both of those in. Now, you could put the springs on now, but you don't want to do that yet. Watch what'll happen if I just put this spring on without holding anything. You put the spring on, let me get that in there, and then watch, see? It spreads those pads, and that's what'll happen. So you have to be ready before you put these on. We're not ready for that stage yet. All right, next up, go into your hood here and take your brake fluid reservoir cap off, okay? Or I just loosen I just have a look to see how much fluid you have in there, okay? Because what we're going to be doing is compressing those the pistons, and so the fluid now is going to back up, and it's going to go back up into here. Now, if you're worried about it going over, then put something on there to catch it, right? Rag or whatever. Don't contaminate it, but just something that'll catch that. All right, I just put some paper towel in there. I just laid it there so it'll catch anything if too much goes back in. All right, so now we need to compress these pistons. We need to get them back in because they're not going to fit over these new pads, right? Pads are thicker. These are the size of the old pads, so they need to go back in, both of them. So what we can do is you can use an old pad, one of the old brake pads. You can use that, and you can use a C-clamp to slowly compress. All right, so you see you've got the old pad on there and big C-clamp, and I'm just going to slowly compress it. We're going to get these all the way back in. All right, you see where they are now. All right, so you can see now, I've got that compressed. All those two pistons now are all the way back in. Now we are ready to put everything back. All right, I just wired brushed this a little bit, clean this up. A little bit of brake cleaner on there as well. And I want to make sure everything's clean. It only takes a little bit extra, a minute or two extra just to clean everything up. All right, so you've got it now. Now's the tricky part. So I've got the bottom spring in. I'm gonna need two hands here, so you need to keep holding these. See how that comes apart if I let go? See, look at that's how much pressure's on there. So you need to keep these together, get these springs on, and then with your other hand, now once you have both springs, keep holding with this hand. With your other hand, get this on. get this sucker on, and this will now hold those pads together. All right, okay, so I've got both springs on now. I'm still holding with my hand here. Now, we've got to get this on there to hold that all together. Now, be careful when you're putting that on, and don't do that mistakenly, right? See how that can grab like that? Watch out, you need to go over the springs. All right, this is there. It's almost on completely, but I just want to show you that that holds everything in place. Both springs are on, and we've got to, of course, get these to line up down here and up here, and then get our bolts in. Okay, so that's quite easy because now that you've lubed these up, right, they go in and out nice and easily because, well, they're lubed up, so makes the job easier. Okay, so here's the top one. Now you can see that little divot there. So that seems to be there, but you see how it lines up on the side there, eh? Anyways, this bolt is going in, and now I'm going to try the lower bolt. Okay, bolts are back in, tightened up. You can see this has a little bit of play in it until we actually hit the brakes a few times, and this will, you know, reset itself. Now, don't forget to put your cap back on and put everything back together. And remember that you may not have, your brakes might take a couple of times with the pedals before they become hard. So do it in your driveway and have a great day.